Hey all, how are you doing? This is Benjamin from the Video Game Dads podcast. We just got back from Mogamecon 2019, and I figured I'd share my pickups. I didn't do very many pickups, neither did the other three guys, Shane, Michael, and Adam. We each had a table, we had a huge turnout, sold a ton of stuff, so a lot more selling than buying, which is not usually the norm. I would say 3/4 of the way through the con, I only got one or two things, but I wanted to share those with you. So these are my pickups, and hopefully the other guys will share those too. So I thought you might be interested in this. Let's start with the first thing. This I actually got from Norm, the gaming historian. The first thing I got in the beginning of the show is a C64 Mini. I'm pretty sure he had this on one of his videos. He only had $20 on it. I saw it, and I actually, this is the one mini console I don't have, and I really like collecting these things. And I think they still go for like $40. I don't know what the original price was, but super happy to have that. So that was like the first pickup, and my only pickup for quite some time. So let's see what's next. I'm just gonna pull things out. So I got one thing from each of the other dads. One thing from Michael, one thing from Shane, one thing from Adam, and this was Shane's. I started to open it because it was closed. He had this for $5. He actually just gave this to me. This is the Stranger Things Blu-ray set, and like that's part of it. It looks like, I thought that was a label that he got it at a garage sale for $3, but he said he got it for like $1. I just think it's cool, even though I know it's streaming, because it supposedly looks like a VHS. It's my first time opening this. Oh, and it does. Look at that. Sorry, one-handed, guys. I just thought if you guys haven't seen this, it's pretty cool. I don't know. Might not be able to do this with one hand, guys. Sorry. Oh, no. Okay. We got it. Ta-da! Look at this. Friends don't lie. All this other... I don't know. You could look at other unboxings for that. I just wanted to show you. I thought that was pretty... That's pretty awesome. Yep, and I can't even close it, so let's move this out of the way. But that was a freebie from Shane, so thank you, Shane. All right, what's next? Again, I didn't pick that much up. Okay. Oh, two things from Adam then. Okay, forgot. I picked this up from Adam. I think it was $30. Don't know how much it goes for. Hawaii Shakedown for the Vita. Brand new and sealed. And this is actually a trade from a listener. I had Retro City Rampage for the Vita, and I had it for $70. It usually goes for $80 or $90. And then he had this. I did look it up. Price charting sells for about $50, and then he gave me $20, so it was kind of an even trade. And I'd much rather play this than Retro City Rampage, which is actually the prequel to this. But anyway, happy to pick this up, and I think we both made each other happy. Like I said, it's an even trade. Sells for $50, and plus the $20. What else do we have? So, oh yeah, this one was great. These, I don't know if you recognize this. I never pick up toys, but this was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Party Wagon accessories from 1998. The guy had 10 on it, and he gave it to me for $5, which is a good deal. And look, it'll go with this up here. Oh, I guess I do have that part of it. Okay, so all this stuff should connect to different parts of it. I'll have to look where this is, but that's really cool. I don't know if it's all of them, but $5 for an accessory like that, I think is pretty good. Okay, moving on. All right, so late in the con, these are the only like main games I picked up. They had a half price sale. So he was like, everything's 50% off. So I've never seen this before. Ghost in the Shell, standalone complex. This is a game, and it looks pretty neat. And he had 10, so if it was half off at the end of the con, it was $5. And I saw price sharing goes for about 18, so happy with that. Same with this. I didn't remember if I had this or not. I still need to go and check. But this was one that I always commanded a lot. Complete like new. Haven't even opened it. Battlefront, great game for the original Xbox. But that would have been $5. So that was also from that same seller. So that was $5 buckaroos. A couple DS. This is all I'm kind of collecting for now. Marvel Ultimate Alliance. It goes for about $9, so it was $5. And especially with that new one coming out. So $5 on that was a good little pickup. Also, another seller. I like dinosaur games, if you don't know that. Fossil Fighters for the Nintendo DS. Supposedly a pretty neat game. It goes for about 10 loose, so about 15, 12 or 15 complete. And I actually just traded it. I had this Skylanders thing for sale at my booth, and the guy came up last minute and said he wanted it for his kid, and I was going to give him 5 for it. And then I said, well, why don't we see if we could just trade? And I randomly looked through the Nintendo DS games, and he had this, so it was perfect. Win-win. That was just a trade. And then this is I picked up from Adam, $2, just because I really like this movie. But yeah, that was my Adam pickup. I'm saving the best for last, so it gets pretty good. Mickey Mania. This was a video game book club. I don't have this for Super Nintendo. Also half price. So this is $3.50. So that's great. I think this goes for about $9. Okay, and this was a funny one. I thought I was doing this kid a favor. Spy vs. Spy. This was also when you have a booth at a con. A lot of times people come up and ask if you want to trade. I always say, see what they have to trade. Because you never know what they have. This was this little kid. He was like maybe 8 years old, 9 maybe, and his dad was there, and he really wanted this PS4 game I had for cheap. It was like an Elder Scrolls, but brand new. I had it for $6, which was a good deal. And he said, well, can we trade something? And so he's getting all this stuff out with his dad, and he hands me a bunch of like GBA games, and then he pulled this out, and that was it, like this. And I hadn't seen this before. And I was like, okay, well, I don't have this. And I took one GBA game, which was like a pinball game, and I took that as an even trade. And his dad was pretty blown away. He was like very happy I did it, kind of like as a favor for a young kid, which I did. But then I come to find out this thing on price ranking, I think it goes for like $17. And the game I sold was about a $6, $7 game. So I kind of ended up getting a much better deal. If I would have known that, I would have. At the time, I would have told the kid, well, I'll take this and you can get something else for $5. So I kind of feel like I accidentally took advantage of the kid. I was trying to, but again, the dad was just happy I took an old Xbox game for PS4. So, they were happy with it, but that was neat. And the other GBA game is up already in my dollar bin. But yeah, Spy vs. Spy. Don't know anything about it. All I know is I guess it's a reasonably hard to find Xbox game. Let's see what else we got in here. Okay, let's, here we go. This is the last of the half price. I heard good things. This is like a buried treasure. Prince of Persia, The Fallen King. It's a 2D platformer for the Nintendo DS. They had 5 on it, which is about a $6, $7 game. So that would have been $2.50. I was very, very stoked to pick that up. I saw that on one random list as a game nobody thinks or talks about. But anyway, good to have that. And this isn't really a con pickup. This was like at the GameStop. They had the 3 for $10 sale going on. So $9.99 and under, but it was still kind of technically a pickup from St. Louis. So Angry Birds for the Vita, Star Wars Lego. You can never find this in good shape. I have it, but it's all beat to heck. So it's kind of an upgrade, so I'll sell the other one I have. So that'd be $4 with my little gamer club discount. So those reach $4, and I got it for this because I've been trying to find this for a long time. It's like a $22 Wii game, and it's supposedly pretty fun. But it's like a light gun shooter, and GameStop always has for you $4 for a $22 Wii game. So if you ever see that, try to pick it up. And then of course, was mine. This is a little Wreck-It Ralph, little whatever mini arcade, but that is Walter Day's signature. He is just a freaking national treasure. For those that don't know, he is the referee guy from Twin Galaxies. He's like the father of esports. He was the one starting to keep high scores of video games. Always wears like a referee uniform. Had a good talk with him. Even like promoted the podcast. So that was wonderful. Just meeting him. I have a fun little video of that. So that was great. Again, I had that before. That was just the autograph. And then magazines. Okay, I'll run through these pretty quick. These were all like 50 cents a piece. Had a bunch of them. EGM. See if it brings back any nostalgia feels. An old EGM. Game Pro. Look at that. Game Boy Advance arrives. I love reading these because it just talks about all these future things that haven't happened yet, and they sound so optimistic of the future, right? The Nintendo Revolution, things like that. So again, these are a lot of electronic gaming, Game Pro. Again, all these magazines are defunct now, but these are all in really good shape. I have a ton of these. Battle Station. PS3 is under attack. What went wrong? So this must have been right after the PS3 came out because it was so expensive. Saints Row. Flip through these pretty quickly because I still have one more thing to show, which is pretty great. Silent Hill. Another one, Halo 3. Everything but the ending that they need to know. Star Wars Force Unleashed. Ended up being kind of a disappointment. But the Wii, pretty sure the Wii one, or the Nintendo DS port is like really good. Oh, and this one's so thick. $9.99, the biggest 24 hours in entertainment history. System, the launch. I was really happy to get this for 50 cents. Got a big poster inside. Don't have that. And then, I don't know. WWF. I thought this is barbed wire, but I guess this is a wrestler. I don't know. She looks super 90s. Look at that hair. Okay, the other big pickup from the other gaming dad. I got this from Michael. And look at this. Original 1990. Zoink, focus. 1990. This is the Translit. Light would be behind it. Let's see if we can make it glow. There we go. I have the, I ended up getting this for, I think $60. This is the most expensive thing I got. So I ended up spending only about $100 on all this stuff. So again, not many pickups, but I'm very happy to have this. This will go with my display up in the office. Yeah, but really cool original advertisement. Michael had 2 more of these too that he let go, and I talked him out of this one. So hopefully I'll make a little shadow box for it. But I mean, these advertisement things are cool. Like all these old school 60, 70 plus collectors that collect, things like beer stuff and all the other stuff. I mean, advertisement stuff always holds its value. So even if I get rid of it 10 years down the road, I'll probably first offer it back to Michael. But anyway, those are my pickups. Mogamecon 2019. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun meeting listeners, new listeners, people interested, people who heard about the con last year and said they've listened to every episode since we went, which is just like awesome. Had a great time. But anyway, check soon for the next episode coming up in a couple weeks. Hopefully the other guys will have their pickups from Mogamecon 2019. Otherwise, this is Ben signing off. Let me know what you got. Love to see what everybody else got. See you guys later.